talk about the beautiful business of milk today. Yeah, yeah. I got milk. Let's talk about milk. Oh yeah, baby, let's talk about the beautiful business of milk today.
This episode of Got Milk is sponsored by Shunya Agritech, the folks revolutionizing cattle nutrition with hydroponic green fodder. Visit their website at shunya.live for more details, or download the Shunya app from Play Store or App Store.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going deep on something really cool, camel milk.
Ooh, camel milk.
Yeah, especially how it's like blowing up in India right now.
Mm.
You know, everyone's asking about it. We've got all this research company profiles, even like expert opinions all ready to dive into.
That's great.
Yeah, and like just to get us started, did you know camel milk has 3 times the vitamin C of cow's milk
Really?
and 10 times the iron? It's pretty wild.
Wow, that is impressive.
Yeah, so we're going to be talking about all kinds of stuff like health benefits, these companies that are making it, even like some controversy too, so buckle up.
Sounds fascinating. I'm ready to jump in.
Awesome. So, you know, camel milk isn't exactly new, right? People have been drinking this for like centuries.
Oh, absolutely. It's been a staple in so many cultures, especially in those really dry desert regions.
Right, exactly. Like, it's not just some trendy new drink. It's got this whole history behind it.
Yeah, exactly. And for a long time, it was just seen as like, a traditional drink in those areas. But now it's getting this global attention.
Totally.
Yeah.
So it's more than just a drink in the desert now, right?
Yeah. I mean, think about it. For centuries, this has been a source of essential nutrients for people in some of the harshest environments on Earth.
Right. And now we're learning even more about the health benefits.
Right, exactly. And there's a lot to unpack there.
Okay, so let's get into it. What's so special about this milk?
Well, you already mentioned the vitamins and minerals. It's naturally low in fat and cholesterol, too. But the research that's coming out now is really exciting.
Okay, like what?
Well, there are studies looking at how it could improve your immune system and gut health.
Oh, wow, interesting.
There's even some research exploring potential benefits for diabetes and autism.
Really?
Yeah.
That's amazing. I mean, it's like modern science is finally catching up with what people have known for ages.
It really is. It makes you wonder what else we might discover about this drink.
Totally. And it's not just about drinking plain camel milk anymore, right? I've heard there are all sorts of new products popping up.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It's definitely going mainstream.
Like what kind of stuff?
Well, think about it. We're seeing flavored camel milk, cheese, ice cream, even chocolates.
Whoa, camel milk chocolates. That's
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, right?
So who's making all this happen? Who are the big names?
Well, there's this company in India called Agritech Foods. They've been kind of leading the way.
Agritech Foods, okay.
Yeah, they were the first to actually process, brand, and market camel milk in India starting back in 2014.
Wow. So they've been at it for a while.
Yeah, and get this, they're selling their products all over the world now.
Wow. That's a real success story. But I bet it wasn't easy getting to this point, right?
Oh, of course not. Any new business has its challenges, especially in the food industry. They had to invest a ton of money in processing facilities, and then they had to compete with the huge cow milk industry that's already out there.
Yeah, that's a tough one, but it sounds like they're proving that camel milk has some serious potential, especially in India.
Absolutely right. And they're not the only ones. Amul, which is the largest dairy cooperative in India, they've also started making camel milk products.
Oh, wow. Amul, too. That's huge.
Yeah, and they've even figured out how to make it last longer on the shelves, which is a big deal for getting it to more people.
That makes sense. And when you think about how many people live in India and how many people are dealing with things like diabetes, it seems like there's a huge demand for camel milk.
Absolutely. And it's not just the market. I mean, there's the ICAR, the Indian Council of Agricultural Research. They have a whole research center dedicated to camels and Deccanur.
Really, a whole research center for camels.
Yeah, they're doing some really cool work spreading the word about camel milk and doing the research to prove how beneficial it can be.
That's great. So we've got companies, researchers, a huge potential market. It seems like everything is lining up for camel milk to really take off in India.
It really does. But of course, there are always some bumps in the road. One of the biggest challenges is just how camels are raised in India.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's pretty unorganized. Like the herds are scattered all over the place.
So it's not as easy as just like going to a big farm and milking a bunch of camels.
Right, exactly. It's not like the cow dairy industry where everything is kind of centralized.
Okay, I see. So that makes collecting and transporting the milk harder.
Yeah, For sure. And that all adds to the cost.
Makes sense. And speaking of cost, I've heard camel milk is usually pricier than cow's milk.
Oh, yeah, definitely. That's another thing that can make it harder to sell.
Yeah, I mean, even if more people are learning about the health benefits, that higher price tag can be a turnoff.
For sure, especially for people who are used to just buying regular cow's milk.
Right. It's like anything new, there's that premium until it becomes more common.
Exactly. So price and logistics are definitely big hurdles.
Are there any other challenges for the camel milk industry in India?
Well, there's still a lot of people who just don't know anything about camel milk or what makes it special.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So there's definitely a need for more education and outreach, to really get people interested.
I guess that's where the research from that ICAR center comes in handy.
Absolutely. Having solid science behind it can really help convince people to try it.
Right? Like it's not just some old wives' tale.
Yeah, people want to know that there are real benefits.
It's so interesting how this traditional drink is being studied with all this modern technology. It's like the past and the present coming together.
Exactly. And it just shows that we still have so much to learn from nature.
It really makes you think, earlier you were talking about how camel milk has been essential for people in those tough environments.
Right. It's incredible how it can thrive in those arid regions.
And it makes me wonder if camel milk could be even more important for food security going forward.
Oh, that's an interesting thought.
Yeah, I mean, especially with climate change affecting traditional agriculture.
Yeah, camel milk is so resilient and adaptable, it could be a real asset.
It's like we're seeing a whole new food revolution unfolding.
It really is amazing. Who would have thought this desert drink could be a key to a healthier, more sustainable future?
It's pretty inspiring to think about how far it's come and the possibilities for the future.
Absolutely. And the best part is that we as consumers, we can actually be a part of this.
Okay, so how can we actually be a part of it, like as consumers?
Well, the most important thing is to actually buy camel milk products when we see them, put our money where our mouth is.
Right, so like by choosing camel milk, we're telling the companies to make more of it.
Exactly. It's like voting with your wallet every time you pick a camel milk latte over a regular one. You're supporting this whole movement.
I like that. And what about those challenges we talked about, like the price and the whole getting it to the stores thing? Can we help with that too?
Definitely by supporting companies that are trying to make camel milk easier to get and more affordable, we can encourage those innovations.
So it's about being a smart shopper, not just going for the cheapest thing, but actually thinking about the impact of what we buy.
Exactly. And, sometimes just talking about it can make a difference.
Oh, yeah. Like telling our friends and family.
Yeah. Spread the word. Share what you've learned about the benefits and the companies that are out there. The more people who know about it, the better.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's like we can all be part of this change just by talking about it and making different choices.
And who knows, maybe one day camel milk will be just as common as cow's milk.
Wow. That would be amazing. It's pretty incredible to think about how far it's already come and how much potential it has.
It really is.
Well, this has been a really eye-opening deep dive into the world of camel milk. Thanks so much for joining us.
It's been my pleasure. It's always exciting to talk about this.
And for everyone listening, if you're curious to learn more, do some research, try some camel milk products, maybe check out those companies we mentioned.
Yeah, there's a whole world out there to explore.
That's right. So keep exploring, keep learning, and most importantly, keep those taste buds adventurous. See you next time.
I got milk. Let's talk about milk.